Amazing. What is today? Wednesday. Oh my God. I have been over here grinding towards next year. And you're like, is this chick crazy? What is she talking about next year? Hey, Keisha, I miss you. Hey, Hustle Star. Hey, Dinky Smith, how are you? Yes, big companies plan now. Somebody say now. And if you want to check out my newest filter on Facebook, make sure you guys follow me on Facebook. Slide on over and check. Come on, connection. There we go. Big companies don't wait until 2018. Hey, Tamika, I miss you. To plan for 2018. Big companies start right now. Look at your neighbor and say now. So if you want to get a jump on your money for next year, there's several things you need to start planning right now. Hey, Psalmist Corinthian Skin Pills over on Instagram. Vaughn, Shara, and Henrietta, and Amy over on Facebook. Also, V's, Angelia, and Miss Patricia, and Sequetta over on Periscope. Hey, everybody, get your pens and paper. Hey, Charmaine. Hey, Tamisha. And let's get this stuff on paper. Because who doesn't want to make more money next year, right? Who doesn't want to make more money next year? Everybody. And if you want to make more money next year, you've got to start now. When I worked for Chase, for those of you who don't know, I used to be a vice president at JP Morgan Chase. Hey, Shachina. When I worked at Chase, we started our fiscal planning in October. You know, this is a filter, guys. This is the bow tie and the glasses on Facebook is a filter. So when I worked at Chase, we started our fiscal planning like in October. And if you're in business, you need to do the same, because the bottom line is nothing changes unless you change it, right? So if you guys haven't shared the video, share the video. I'm going to give you guys about 5 seconds to get some people in here, because if you enjoy this information, what you have to do is share the information so somebody else can get access to the information too. That is the cost of admission, is that you share the information. So number one, I'm going to be going on tour next year, and I'm taking a lot of you guys with me. As a matter of fact, those of you who signed up for the big launch, you guys are going to be in several cities with me. Those that signed up for the Black Code and the Black Code Light. Hey, Christina. Hey, Joy. They're going to be in several cities with me. So if you're interested in joining me on tour, make sure you go to bit.ly/launchbig, because part of your big launch is that you get in front of a real life audience. And so right now, we're in the process of planning what cities we're going to be in 2018. Why? You need to get on people's calendar. You need to get on people's calendar. You know what? I'm probably going to be on the West Coast next year, more than likely. I'm going to be in the Midwest next year. I'm going to be on the East Coast next year. Hey, Shalina Diva. And so you need to get on people's calendar right now and as early as possible, because 2018 is around the corner, whether you want to face it or not. So if you guys are interested in joining me on tour, who's interested in being on the stage with me on tour in multiple cities in 2018? How'd you try to reach me, Joy? Inbox me on Facebook. Hey, Felicia. Charmise said me. Who else? I need to see some me's, because my coaching clients, one of the privileges I offer them is that you don't have to go out there and try to create your own live event. Do you know what? Not the ghostwriter. Not you, also, V's. You know you're going to be hosting my conference in November. Here's the thing. Do you know how expensive it is to go out and create an event in multiple cities? So when I say sign up for this coaching package, and it includes 3 cities that you don't have to book the hotel, you don't have to worry about people's food, you don't have to worry about anything but inviting some guests, it's common sense. bit.ly/launch big. And if you want to launch big, you've got to get in front of some people. So number one, if you're going to be on tour, you need to be picking those dates out now. Number two, because when you want things to change, you have to focus on them. If you want your financials to change, you have to focus on your financials. You need to be looking at your money right now and saying what's good about it, what's bad about it, and what's ugly about it. You need to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly with your money if you want your money to change. And what better time to do it than right now? For those of you who want an exit strategy from your job, how many of you are still working a full-time job and you want to exit that job in the next 12 months? Buddy, friend, partner, player, kinfolk, cousin, you can't wait until 2018 gets here and be like, oh, by the way, I want to leave my job this year. You need to have a 12-month plan minimum, a 12-month exit strategy in place. You need to be building your business right now, and you need to be doing whatever it takes to free yourself. And that's one of the things that if you're right now, you're dabbling with a product or service, that's what the big launch is going to help you do. Can I get some more coffee, boo? That's what the big launch is going to help you do. Hey, Miss Patty, it's going to help you launch big so you can generate enough money to come off of that job in the next 12 months. Hey, Soleil Renee, I've been looking for my new pearls in the mail, girl. Looking over my glasses. So you got to have a plan in place. Hey, Falash today. Hey, Treasure Passion. You can't wait until the 11th hours. So number three, back to the financials. If you run a corporation, a business, hey, Jessica Grace White, and you really want to blow your money up next year, you need to start planning now. What's your budget for marketing? What's your budget for advertising? What's your budget for expansion? What's your budget for technology? How much did you spend this year? How much do you plan on spending next year? You cannot be afraid of those. If you want to make money, you got to get next to your money. Hey, Belinda, I haven't seen you in forever. If you want to make money, you've got to get up next to your money. You got to get a calculator. And you need to start adding 2 plus 2 and try to get 4. Because if you don't add 2 plus 2 to get 4, then guess what? You're going to continue to struggle. What is that, Jessica? What kind of template? And one of the things, these some liquid paper glasses, baby. If you're not looking at me on Facebook for these filters, these glasses mean I'm about my money. These are some bookkeeper, get next to the calculator. I got on my count my money attire today. I got on my taped up glasses and my bow tie, and I ain't playing with nobody about my money. I feel like Falash today or Atika, y'all need to come over to Facebook and see, because I get next to your money. Do your money. Don't let your money do you. Some of y'all are letting your money do you. Don't let your money do you. Don't let your money do you. Do your money. And that means stay on the calculator about your money. A lot of you stay on the calculator about your job's money. Let you be over a little bitty budget at work. Let you be over the petty cash. Let you be over the petty cash at work. And see, don't you be balancing they petty cash down to the penny. Talking about, yeah, Miss Joseph took $1 out of the petty cash and she ain't put it back. Let you be over a little bit of their money and you're going to be counting it down to the dime. But when it comes to your own money, you act like you allergic. You act like you allergic to count. Yeah, going all in your purse, trying to cover that soda money. Come on now, quit playing, guys, and get next to your own money. This is your legacy. This is your generational wealth. Thank you, Anita. Quit playing with your next level. If you haven't shared the video, share the video. So what we're talking about is if you want a financial shift next year, hey, Devon, hey, Craftswoman, you need to start now. Tyler going to put his whole arm in front of the broadcast. Thanks, Tyler, for the coffee. You need to start now. So number one, if you're going to be going on a tour, you need to get on people's calendar And I asked you guys that if you want to be on tour with me next year, you need to sign up for the big launch. bit.ly/launch big. If you're in LSU, you'll have an opportunity to go on tour with me. If you're in the Black Code, you'll have an opportunity to go on tour with me. If this is how I feel. I am so little red hen right now. And what that means is that if you didn't help me bake the bread, don't come over here asking for a sandwich. The mentees, you know you got access to go on tour with me. So don't wait until the tour schedule hits and be like, Coach, I want to go on tour with you. Coach is planning 2018 right now because my tour is going to be LIT. It's going to be bonfire lit. So you need to get in where you fit in. bit.ly/launch big. Again, you're not going to be able to plan your own events for this level and get people there. You're not going to be able to do it. If you think you are, you're kind of cuckoo crazy. Thinking about Canada, I'm not sure, depending on how many clients I pick up in Canada. So number 1, get on people's calendar. Number 2, put the focus in the right place. Number 3, get your financials in order. 4, partnerships. I'm already working on who's going to be my 2018 sponsors and affiliates. I tried a sponsorship program that was like day by day. And I said, oh no, that's too much work. How about I get me some sponsors for the year, some affiliates for the year, some partners for the year, and go ahead and everything I do, they are a partner with me next year. I'm going to roll out a book called Winning in Life and Winning in Business, which is a book of 50 business professionals and 50 life professionals to help you get your life and business right. Those are going to be my partners. So every time I have an event, they'll have an opportunity to be featured. I know the fiscal year ends September 30th. That's why I'm planning now. That's in like 45 days. That's in like 45 days. The fiscal year will be over with. So that's why I'm in the trenches now planning what's going on with me in 2018. This is how you get a jump on whatever is going to happen with you next year. You cannot continue to let life surprise you. How about every now and then you surprise life? How about that? So partnerships for next year. When the ball drops on January 1st, I'm going to already know who I'm collaborating with that year. It ain't going to be no running around. Hey, who wants to go on tour? Hey, who wants to do this book project with me? Hey, who wants to be in my business directory? It's not going to be any of that. That's going to be a done deal, and we're going to kick the door in. So when everybody goes back to work on January 4th and 5th, me and my partners will already be in place to do what we need to do, which is take over 2018. So I hope some of you are on board with that partnership for next year, because I'm taking no prisoners. I'm playing no games. It's going to be my first. I'm planning on it being my first $1 million 12-month period, and domination is the name of the game. And so if you're ready to dominate, say me, and make sure you do what it takes to be in that number when the Saints come marching in. Somebody say me if you're ready to dominate. And in order to dominate, come on now. In order to dominate, you need some partnerships. You need some connections. You need some collaborations. If you could do it by yourself, trust and believe you'd have done it already. And guess what collaborations mean? Hey, right now, that means if my big launch program is $99 down and it's $125 a week, but it's going to get you access to present in 3 cities, Do you know you can't even barely rent a hotel ballroom in 3 cities for that amount of money? For $2,000, you cannot schedule and host 3 events in 3 cities, much less do the marketing by yourself to get the people there. So if you want to be introduced to people at a big level, go to bit.ly/launchbig and make sure your name is on the enrollment when class starts on August 18th. You cannot, thank you right now, you cannot think you're going to be able to do this by yourself. Partnerships are critical. Partnerships are paramount. They are. Honesty. Honesty is number 4. Nope, you're not the only person seeing this, Dr. Charlene. Honesty is number 4. It's time for you to be honest about what you like and what you don't like about your current situation. Somebody say, wow. It's time for you to be honest about what you like and what you don't like about your current situation. How many more years? How many more years are you going to let your current situation beat you? How many more years are you going to sit and slumber while the world passes you by? How many more years are you going to make this big old plan in January, and when March comes, you ain't did nothing? April comes, you ain't did nothing. May comes, you ain't did nothing. July comes, you ain't did nothing. You look up, it's October, November again, and you ain't did nothing on that big plan. Let me help you. Somebody type in, help me. And I can't help you if you don't sign up. I can't help you if you don't get in touch with my team. I'm not vegan, Amy. I'm meatless. It's a difference. I ain't vegan. I'm meatless. Yeah, there's a difference. I'm working towards vegan. Somebody type in, help me. And you've got to show up and be ready to do what it takes to get the help, to position yourself to move beyond where you were this year. And you can't wait till January to get it. In January, we should be closing in on the finish line. Come on now. Somebody say, help me. bit.ly/launchbig. You got to be in the runnings. I have made a package so comprehensive that if you let me, if you sign up, you're going to learn more about business in 16 weeks and what it takes to sell out your products and your services and get in front of a live audience than you've learned in all of the years you've been in business. But I can't help you. If this is this to me, to be honest with you, this is one of the baddest meaning good, not bad meaning bad. This is one of the baddest programs I ever launched because I had to sit still and think about what are all of the components that it takes for me to sell out a live event, for me to sell out virtual events. You guys sit there and watch me. The other day I did Create Your Own Economy. It was $29, but guess what? I had over 150 people sign up in 48 hours. What does it take to do stuff like that? So you may say, well, girl, it was only $29, but let me show it to you on the calculator. Because I done told y'all I'm the bookkeeper today. I'm finna start coming on here role playing. Today I'm the bookkeeper. So you say, but girl, it was only $29. But if I sold 150 seats at $29, that's $4,350, baby. You better do your math. MAFF, you better do your math. MAFF, the website is bit.ly/launchbig. Thank you, James. bit.ly/launchbig. So we're talking about what does it take to really crush your financial goals in 2018. You got to be honest about where you are and say to yourself that I will not repeat this year. I will not. I'm going to do what it takes. The next is plan. If you don't have a plan, you plan to be broke. If you don't have a marketing plan, if you don't have a profit plan, if you don't have a social media plan, if you don't have a growth plan, if you don't have multiple plans for your businesses and big plans at that, look at your neighbor and type in big plans. If you don't have multiple plans for your business, thank you, Nadia, for sharing the video, and big plans at that, guess what? If you don't have big plans and we serve a big God, how do you expect to get a big manifestation? Ooh, I'm going to have to come back and talk about that later. I'm going to have to talk. That's a whole nother scope. I'm going to have to find me a new filter for that one, baby. Hey, Feel Good Finances. I'm going to have to, how can you expect to get a big manifestation if you don't have a big plan on paper? He said, write the vision up and make it plain. He said that. He said that. So if you don't have a big plan, how are you expecting a big return? If you're not sowing a big seed, how are you expecting a big return? We've got to stop sleepwalking through the world expecting something for nothing. Wait a minute, I got to put my sleep hat on. Anytime I say sleepwalking, I gotta put my sleep hat on. Anytime I say sleepwalking, I gotta go sleep. We've got to stop sleepwalking through the world as if we're gonna be handed our next level. He said faith without works is dead. So if faith without works is dead, that means you best get to work. Wake up. I had to put this on y'all for y'all so y'all can understand. Wake up. Wake up and know that your next level is waiting on you. Wake up and know that you'll never be financially free working a job. Wake up and understand that as long as you don't ask for big stuff, you will not have big stuff. Deuteronomy 8:18 says you have the power to create wealth. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you have the power. So every day that you don't have it, when you wake up and you don't have what the Bible has said that you should have, you should be mad. If I woke up and the Bible told me, I'm reading the Bible every morning. I'm praying. I'm praying every morning, like a lot of you. How many of you pray every morning? Say me. You on bending knee. You on a bending knee. You on a bending knee every morning. Every morning you in the war room. Every morning you saying your now lames. Every night you saying your now lames. You grew up saying your now lames. Every day you say your now lames. But when you wake up, nothing has manifested. That means it's a problem with you. If you saying your now lames downs to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul will keep. When you wake up in the morning and you don't have a manifestation of what the Bible says you should have, you should be angry. The website is bit.ly/launchbig. As a matter of fact, tomorrow night, let me give you guys a special invitation. Tomorrow night, amen. I had to tell them to wake up. I had to put the hat on. Tomorrow night, I'm doing a special free workshop, and it's about the mindset you need to have a big dream and a big launch. bit.ly/launchbigmoney. bit.ly/launchbigmoney. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. There will be no replay. There will be no replay. You either show up at 9 or you don't get to see it. The revolution will not be re-televised. Sometimes you got to be where you need to be in order to get a blessing. This is my version of free. This is my version of free. Because a lot of you will be like, I'm going to sign up and then I'm going to go watch TV and I'm going to just get the replay. You won't get my replay, friend. You won't get my replay, buddy. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. It will not be broadcast on Facebook. It will not be I'm not going to come over here and fight these trolls. I'm going to bless you with this free training, but you've got to sign up. bit.ly/launchbigmoney. No com. No com. That's what you call a vanity URL. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. But guess what? If y'all go to that link I just gave you, it tell you the time. See, we got to get hooked on phonics. What I always tell y'all, reading is fundamental. Let me go back to my glasses since we talking about reading. Let me go back to my glasses. What I always tell y'all, put my glasses back on since we got to read some stuff. Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Baby, the life will pass you by if you don't read a few things. BIT, Boy Igloo Tennis, dot, as in period. L as in laugh, Y as in you, as in laugh at you. Slash, launch, as in a rocket. Big, as in your dreams. Money, as in cash money. Reading is fundamental. You know what broke me? And there's this big argument going on Facebook right now. There's a marketing post. Some marketer had put a post that said the average CEO reads 60 books a year. And so these guys all came on and they were like, who reads 60 books a year? It's impossible. If you're really a CEO and you're about your money, you're not reading 60 books a year. And I was appalled. And let me tell you why I was appalled. If I don't read a minimum of 100 books a year, I'm mad at myself. Right now, I'm extremely behind on my reading and I'm angry. So I'm going to Vegas next week and I have 2 days put to the side to do nothing but read. And my goal is to read 5 to 10 books next week, hopefully closer to 10. I average 3 to 5 books a week. Come on now. So and let me tell you what started me, Darius. You got to go see my filter on Facebook. You see it? Let me tell you what started me reading like that. I once heard somebody say that if you wanted to hide something from someone, put it in a book. Have y'all ever heard that? I once heard someone say that if you want to hide something from someone, knowledge-wise, put it in a book. So let me tell you what I started doing. I started to go in search of what they were hiding. So I started to read books and read books and read books. And my clients will tell you that there's not a day, week, or month. Hey, Skinny Granny. That's my old school mentor, Cynthia Rollins. There's not a day, week, or month that goes by that I'm not suggesting a book for them to read, or 2, or 3, or 4. Because reading expands your mindset. It expands your capacity for even who you are. So if you forget who you are and what you're capable of, read a book. But I'm going to tell you what Harriet Tubman said. When they asked her, how many slaves did she free? She said, I freed 100. And she said, I freed hundreds. And I could have freed hundreds more had they only known they were slaves. Some of you are so held hostage to your current uncomfortable situation that you refuse to even read a book to shift the trajectory of your future. At some point, you got to say to yourself that if Oprah can do it, you can too. If Bill Gates could do it, you can too. If Warren Buffett and Tyler Perry and even Steve Harvey with his silly self, if he can do it, then you can too. And the bottom line is, maybe it won't be to Oprah's level. Maybe it will be to your level. But it's better than what the way you're living right now. You've got to be willing to give up uncomfortable. Somebody look at your neighbor and say, wow, you got to be willing to break up with that thing you hate. I said that at the conference that I spoke at in Atlanta on Saturday. I said, if you hate a situation, hate it. Don't keep saying you hate that job, but yet you up bright and early every day to go to it and you don't look for a resolution out. Don't keep saying you hate that relationship, but every day you post it up with your boo and you not doing nothing about it. Don't keep saying you hate that car and every day you putting the keys in the ignition and you're not doing anything about it. Don't keep claiming that you hate stuff. If you hate a thing, hate it. Break up with it. Leave it alone. Move to the next level, or at least move away from that thing. Are you so comfortable being uncomfortable that you would rather stay in a dead place? You'll rather stay in a dead place than move yourself to somewhere that's alive. I don't get it. I had to move myself to a living place. There have been several situations in my life that I felt like I was in a dead place. And I had...
Hello?
I'm online, sis.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'll call you right back. I had to move myself to a living place. And it wasn't comfortable. I'm going to be honest with you. One of those times, I mentioned Cynthia, my old school mentor. One time I was pregnant with hope and faith. This was 19 years ago. 19 years ago, I was pregnant with hope and faith. And I felt like my relationship was in a dead place. And I got my son, who was 20 months old, and my pregnant self that was like 8 months pregnant, and I moved. So I really don't care what you say your situation is, and that, oh, it's so hard. Do you think it wasn't hard for me to leave a dead place with no expectation of where to go live with somebody else while I was pregnant with twins? But I had to go. And some of you are so busy clinging to a dead place that you won't go to your greatness. I promise you, every time that I've moved in this lifetime, every time that I've moved in this lifetime, and it has been uncomfortable, I have been rewarded for my faith. And let me tell you something, Aquana. There's no such thing as sitting in neutral. There's no such thing as sitting in neutral. You're either moving ahead or you're moving back. There's no such thing as neutral. You're fooling yourself. Because while you feel like you're in neutral, the world is progressing. There's no such thing as sitting still. You're either moving forward or you're in regression. See, we got to tell ourselves the truth about situations. There is no such thing as I'm in neutral at a job I hate. Every day that you go to that job that you hate, you are moving backwards because the world is still moving forward. The world will not stop for you. Contrary to your belief. So no, there's no such thing as neutral. A lot of you sit there, you watch me, I launch programs, you know you can afford them, you know you need to be signing up. I'm not even talking to those of you who say you can't afford. Because if you really wanted it, you could. You afford Christmas, you afford vacations, you afford dinners out, you afford everything else. So if you wanted change, you could afford it too. So that's who I'm talking to. But you sit there and you watch me be great and you say, well, I'm just going to sit in neutral right now. No, you're not in neutral, boo. You're getting left behind. You're getting left behind. So tomorrow night's presentation, bit.ly. Somebody type it in on Instagram, Facebook, and Periscope. bit.ly/launch big money. It is at 9. It's Launch Big Money, Angelia. It is at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. There will be no replay unless you're in the Cash Crew or the New Money Millionaires or one of my client groups. You're either there or you're not. People talking about, will it be a replay? If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to be there. And that's what my next level looks like. You're either on board or you're getting left behind. There's no such thing as neutral. There's no such thing as neutral. Last but not least, if you really want to kill it in 2018, you've not only got to ask for new territory, you've got to go get it. In September, I'm doing a LinkedIn campaign. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, Isaiah. I don't know. Could be an hour. Could be 2 hours. Could be 3 hours. I don't know. See, y'all asking them questions instead of asking, is it going to help me get where I'm going? See, I'm going to keep y'all focused. You may not like it, but I'm the realest one you ever met. If I would have met myself 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and myself would have invited me to a workshop to learn the mindset of how myself made $640,000 last year, I would come sit myself down, and however long I had to sit, I'd sit. Look at yourself and say self. I love playing with these glasses. I'm just saying, if somebody told me I'm going to give you the mindset, let me let you have a glimpse into the mindset that cleared over $500,000 last year, I would be like, what time and where do I need to walk to get there? Do I need to crawl to get there? I'm going to ask you like Jesus asked that man by the pool of Bethesda, do you want to be well? Do you want to be healed? Do you want to be made better? That's the question for everybody. You can type in yes or no. See, people don't like the real. It may be an hour or two, but come when you can. People don't like the real, but the truth is, you got to say to yourself, I want to be made whole. Hey, inspired woman, I want to be made whole. I want to be made better. I'm telling you, Mika, while they out there chasing strategy and technology and systems, while you out there chasing this expert and that expert, until you get your mind right, until you can make your mind, you won't have an extra dollar. Until you can condition your mental situation to believe in what the Bible says you're supposed to have, you won't have it. Did anybody catch that? Did anybody catch that? Until you realize just what you're capable of doing, you won't do it. And all the strategy in the world, all of the technology in the world, I know people right now that have beautiful websites and, you know, every piece of technology known to man. Oh, your baby got it for you, Stacy? My baby got me this. It says, you're an amazing woman. Many women have done excellently, but you have surpassed them all. Proverbs 31 and 29. But here's the thing. Until you can make your mind not play tricks on you, until you can make your mind not talk you out of your greatness, until you can make your mind expand and get on a higher level akin to the thinking of our Father, until you can embrace just how big the promise in the Bible is, you can have all the strategy in the world. Yeah, Inspired Woman said God told her he spent $8,000 on website and marketing. With the right mindset, you can spend $8 and make more than he did. We all start somewhere. Hey, Tasha Gift Shop. We all start somewhere. You got to ask yourself, when am I going to get started? When am I going to play big? So let me get out of here. I know my team is looking for me for a call that starts in like 8 minutes. Candace, you guys see this filter on Facebook. But tomorrow night, 9 p.m., my gift to you, no replay, bit.ly/launch big money. It's the mindset behind sold out. Because sold out is a lifestyle, believe it or not. Sold out, I don't even know how to act if something don't sell out now. And I thank God for it. But I also know that I took what he gave me and I used it every day. And that's the greatest thanks that you can give our Father, is to take the gifts and take the talents that he gave you. It's biblical. I ain't making nothing up. This ain't no cat in the hat story. If you look at the parable of the talents in the Bible, he even spelled it out, that those who take their talents and bring back a greater return find favor with him. Where is the return on your talents? Where is the return on your talents? And it's not a job. Sorry. It's not a job. Where are the return on your talents? Something to think about. bit.ly/launch big money. Thank you guys for letting me play with my filter today. I'm going to get out of here and go to this team meeting, but I'll be back later tonight. You guys have an amazing day. Check out the replay if you just got here. It's time to stop playing small. Yeah, and he said he's going to put them outside, Sharon, where it's going to be a gnashing of teeth. I don't want no gnashing of teeth around me because I didn't use my talents. I don't even like people sucking their teeth around me when they eat ribs, much less gnashing. Did he say that? Somebody help me now, because sometimes I be getting the Bible confused with Harry Potter. You know, my baby's like Harry Potter. When my baby, she loved Harry Potter. So, you know, them stories in the Bible, they be real graphic. And sometimes I be thinking we at Hogwarts. And it be Jerusalem. Didn't he say something about a gnashing of teeth and grinding? Somebody look it up for me now. Somebody, y'all think I be playing with y'all, baby. I'm in the word, Mr. Eric. Thank you, boo. That's what I thought. I told him, I don't even want you sucking your teeth around me, Lord. So you better ask why it ain't no return on your talents. Where is the return on your talents. It ain't gonna be me you gotta deal with. You have to deal with them teeth gnashers and them teeth grinders. I gave you the chance to go. You gotta say to yourself, I'm coming. All right? Love you guys. I'll see you later.